Hello there, everybody, my name is Juan. Welcome back to a new reaction. Today we're going to be taking a look at One Piece episode 452. This, unfortunately, will mark the end for the Impel Down arc, and, if you know what happens in the last episode, you know that, unfortunately, or fortunately, according to how you look at it, Bonchan unfortunately sacrificed himself in order to get everybody out. The only way they were able to escape from this area within the universe is by opening the gates of justice, and you can't be both simultaneously on the boat and on Impel Down, because the switch, I guess, to open the door is within Impel Down, so somebody had to stay behind, and that person just happened to be Bonchan because he was the one who is able to transform into other people and therefore able to give those commands because he had at one point or another touched Magellan. I'm not a big fan of that because Bonchan was kind of one of my favorite characters. Probably one of the characters that I think had the most emotional growth throughout this arc, and one of the characters that I didn't expect to go out like this. I do kind of want to hope that there is a chance that he makes it out of here. Hopefully, Blackbeard helps him out of here. That's kind of a big stretch. I don't know if that's necessarily what's going to happen at all. That being said, this episode does seem like it's going to be really focused on Blackbeard, and because at the end of the last episode, we saw Blackbeard on the floor with his crew, and then Shiryu standing by. Shiryu, I'm not quite sure what his motivations are because, like I mentioned in the past, he Magellan is only going to use him and then put him back in his prison cell, so it doesn't make sense for him to fight um Blackbeard unless we got like a fucking Hisoka complex here where Shiryu is just trying to test how strong he is or something like that, because by this point he should have like gotten the fuck out of here, dude. So I don't really know what's gonna happen in this episode, but I do think it's gonna have to do with Blackbeard, so it's gonna be fucking hype regardless, just based on that fact alone. And so, without further ado, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. I will begin in 3, 2, 1. Impel Down, man. Here we go. Destination Navy HQ. What a weird title to begin like this episode.
なんてギリギリの人生を送ってやる。俺が解毒剤を持って。
Oh.
貴様がここへ来たことも巡り合わせなのである。
しかし確かに死ぬかと思いました。
I kinda did too.
死ぬも生きるも天任せよ。恐れたやつが負けなのさ。次の一瞬を生きようじゃねえか。おう、シリュウ。
He's gonna say, join us?
改めて歓迎するぜ。いい仲間になれそうだ。
ここにいても俺の未来は見えすいている。
Yeah.
このような男との出会いを。
Okay, Shiryu. I mean, you gotta respect the man. Joining Blackbeard is like such a fucking power move. Listen, fucking Buggy needs to shut the fuck up 100% of the time.
Sakana と話ができるってのは、あら、人魚族の特殊能力だと思っていたが、お前がサメを呼べるとはな。まあ常識外れではあるな。粗暴な種族のはみ出し者ってとこか。
それは褒め言葉と受け取ろう。ルフィ君、お前さんには今回エースさん救出のチャンスをもらった。深い恩ができたの。 今回のこと以前にお前さんには感謝と謝罪の気持ちがあるが、今は予想。
Huh. Arlong, huh?
わしのことは人命と呼んでくれ。思う存分海軍本部で暴れてやろう。岡間君の思いにも応え、必ずやエースを救出するんだ。
True?
お前七部会だったのか。じゃあ強いわけじゃんよ。
すまん、自己紹介が遅れた。
I thought everybody... Yeah!
まさかこの船、海軍本部へ向かってんじゃねえんだろうな。そうじゃが。
Bruh, like...
今さら何を言ってる。鈍い思い
Yeah!
が悪いんだ。
Thank you, Crocodile! They've been talking about this the whole time!
出た時点で行き先は海軍本部かエニエスロビーの他にない。
七部会 VS 白ひげ会
Kinda, yeah, kinda. Gecko Moria is gonna be there. Interesting. Somebody answered the damn mushy mushy. Oh, the den mushy? What is the soundtrack? Somebody answered the goddamn den mushy already, man.
あ、もしもし。
Mushy mushy.
こちら海軍本部。
あ、俺ルフィ。
名乗るな海賊が。
今回の大脱獄事件の主犯は2名。
2名。
海賊麦わらのルフィ。
あ、
そして同じく海賊道家のバギー。
I mean, you wanted the notoriety, so you're fucking dead, dude. Are they gonna update?
海賊と我々は甘く見ていたが、道家のバギー、まさか貴様が海賊王ゴールドロジャーの船の
Indeed.
オーロジャクソン号の半端ねえ。
A pirate star.
さらには四皇赤髪のシャンクスの兄弟分であることも
Oh, the Yonku.
ついている。水面下に潜んでいたものだ。ここへ来て頭角を現したか。
忠告しておくが、
こちらが正義の門を開かない限り、貴様らはマリンフォード到達はおろか、そのたらい海流から抜け出ることすらできない。覚悟しておくことだな。以上だ。
おい待て海軍。
Fuck you.
エースは必ず助け出す。紐を払って待ってろ。
首だよ麦わらさん。それよりもキャプテンバギー。それにあの赤髪の兄弟分。
Dude, Buggy's fucking... Buggy's... Yeah. Yeah.
なんとそういう経歴が
なのに
Yeah. Yeah.
そうか、そういや。
イーストブルーならバギーという海賊も知らんか。
Yep.
副船長のおっさんもそう言ってたな。レイリーっていう名前のおっさん知ってんだろ。
一体どこで？名王レイリーの名が出た。すげえ会話だ。
キャプテンバギー、やっぱあんた恐るべき人物だったんだな。
No. Unfortunately, that's not the case. You're all just fucking idiots. The Yonku. That's what I'm thinking.
そうさ。何一つ嘘じゃねえ。間違いなく俺の株が上がってやる。
Yeah, as well his bounty. His bounty's gonna be insane.
そうさ。こいつら下手すりゃ俺より懸賞金の高い奴らばっかり。うまく利用すりゃ。指示をくれ。海軍本部へ行こうなんてやつからこの船を奪う。
Okay, dude. Good luck with that.
沈まれい派手バカ野郎ども。まったくとんだ水鏡面だおめえら。この船はもう止まらねえんだ。手を伸ばせば届く距離に世界の頂点が首を磨いて現れる。もう生涯こんなチャンスはねえだろ。
That is true. That's a good perspective to have.
キャプテンバギー。俺たちは地獄の闇に打ちのめされて。そうとも行くぞ野郎ども。いざ海軍本部へ。
I think Impel Down could have introduced... Impel Down could have introduced new characters, like pirates who were there for other reasons than prior, arcs. I mean, I guess Ivankov and Inazuma are those characters, but like...
まもなくマリンフォードにポートガスビーエースの護送船が。
Is this Marineford? Because this is gonna be a fucking war right here, dude. Okay. Okay, dude. Honestly, as a closure to this arc, this episode was kind of bad and kind of weak. I think the most annoying part, for me at least, is Buggy. Because, like, the concept of a pirate clown, I think is cool. Because I think clowns, to a certain degree, are cool. Like, I understand the creepy factor and shit like that. But, like, clowns as an antagonist is not a bad idea. But Buggy is just fucking cringe, dude. Like, I despise the idea of somebody being so fake. And to be fair, there's nobody to blame but these fucking escapees who believe the fucking bullshit that Buggy is spewing. Like, I understand the, like, patterns that they've seen from their perspective as of Buggy having been one of the major factors as to how they got out. But Buggy was the least, like, I don't know, man. Like Jinbei said, he does have a talent for fucking appealing to the masses, I suppose. But, like, that's just so fucking dumb. And anybody who is an important character on this ship recognize that, like, fucking Buggy is full of shit. But then, regardless of that, we spend, like, 5 minutes, like, a whole 5 minutes of runtime looking at Buggy spewing some bullshit. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, besides that, I mean, this episode, I think what I came to get from this episode, I got in, like, the first 3 minutes, dude. And that is, Shiryu is a part of the Blackbeard crew. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't see that coming, but like, respect, dude. Like, and that is such an interesting way to tie those two factors together, Shiryu and Blackbeard, because previously Shiryu was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to take on these five motherfuckers at the same time. I think it goes to show that there's a level of intelligence to Shiryu that we have yet to be like shown before, because at least what I had gathered from Shiryu in the past, or from the little segments where he's been portrayed, is that he's just a fucking vicious murderer who likes to kill people, which he probably still is, but like beyond that, he's actually an intelligent character. Intelligent enough to know that aligning himself with Blackbeard has the potential to getting him out of here. So we'll take it, dude. That is actually a power move in my perspective. I think that makes so much sense. Like, you know, you wanna be free, you're gonna fucking have to align yourself with some strong ass motherfuckers, and who else to do so than fucking Blackbeard? Do you think there's a potential that Blackbeard faces off against Magellan again? These guys do have to make it out of Impel Down at one point or another. Magellan at one point will have to remember, hey, remember you took those guys out? They're still down there somewhere. Oh wait, I'm gonna go check. They're not there no more. Some shit like that, you know. So I don't really know what's gonna happen there. I imagine this is not the last we're gonna see of Impel Down. I do imagine there's a potential we will see some more of Impel Down in the future. And I want to remain hopeful that there is a slight possibility that Bonkure is not dead, but really, if we're gonna be real about this, Bonkure is fucking dead, bro. Like, Magellan was this close to his face. He said any last words. If Bonkure is alive after this, I'm gonna call bullshit on that, to be completely honest with you, because his sacrifice was so fucking good. So, like, not good in the sense that it was good, but like it was good from a story writing perspective, because from a storytelling perspective, because it was unexpected. Like, I didn't expect him to fucking do the shit again, you know, like to sacrifice himself for the greater good, but I respect him for that, even though it was his demise. What else is there to say here? I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's Impel Down for you guys. That is fucking crazy, dude. We're gonna get into Marineford in the next episode, and that's the next arc, man. What is there to say here in the end of Impel Down? I think, okay, if we're gonna be rating arcs, Impel Down was incredible, probably only because of all the fucking characters that it used. I think, for example, characters like Sadi, characters like Saldeth, the Bligori, they are on such low power levels that they almost become insignificant when you compare them to characters like Crocodile and Jinbei and Luffy. And I feel like the only characters that managed to, in some way, like appeal to me, or in some way make themselves interesting for me, those two characters might have been Magellan. Even though Magellan was a poop joke, I think he redeemed some of that. Towards the end, like fucking Venom Demon, that is such a fucking cool ability. Magellan having the poison power, fucking OP. What else the fuck do you want? You know. But I think from Impel Down, the characters that are not on the temporary Straw Hat crew, the probably most valuable player was probably, for me, Hannibal, which is kind of crazy because I honestly thought Hannibal was kind of cringe in some parts, but I loved the fulfillment of his dream, the idea, or like whenever Magellan found him on the floor and he was like, you better not die because I will not take anybody else as my successor. In that moment, boys, we fucking made it. Fucking Hannibal got like fulfilled his dream more or less in that point. And I think that is probably one of the bigger like character development moments, because while at the beginning I mentioned like it was kind of cringe that he continuously over and over again kept doing this shit where he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be ordered, I'm gonna be ordered, and in the end he actually ended up like getting to a path which might lead him there. Like, it's fucking cool, dude. I gotta respect that. And because Magellan is a part of that dynamic, I also gotta respect Magellan a little bit for that. And they're really my two favorite characters. Like I've mentioned in the past, I feel like they did Saldeth dirty only because he, like, the screen time that he got, I don't know, man. It's hard because Saldeth is kind of a low power level character if we really think about it all. Like, he has to use other beings in order to do his bidding by playing a fucking flute, the Blugori go and attack, which is kind of a fucking that's a terrible fucking power to have when you have to depend on other beings to like do shit for you. It's kind of bad. It's like if those things get taken out, if those things that you're controlling get taken out, like what the fuck are you gonna do? You know, I don't know. I think Saldeth had an interesting character design, and I don't know. Maybe I'm let down by his lack of prowess, I suppose. Only I guess that's just me having high expectations for a character that looks cool or decent, you know. But so maybe I shouldn't give him too much flack. Sadi-chan was a weird character for me because it only seemed like she was there to like fill the role of like this weird kink individual, which, you know, respect to kinks. I'm not here to kink shame or whatever the fuck, but like if you're gonna have a character that's so one dimensional about who they are, it kind I don't know, it kind of you know, like I'm not sold on the fact that this is a like cool character. I'm just like, yeah, you fulfilled your role, you're cool. That's it, like, you know. Um what else? Impel Down. Let's see. I absolutely love fucking Bonkure. Bonkure was probably also an MVP in this. When I mentioned Hannibal was the MVP, Hannibal is the MVP for the antagonists because he's part of the Navy. He's part of the fucking. He's part of Impel Down, so he's the MVP from that side. From this side, I will most likely say that Bonkure is probably the one because had it not been for his sacrifice, they would have not made it out of here. And it's rough, man. And that is the fucking beauty of storytelling, my boy. Because had they not sacrificed anybody, had nobody died, had there been no fucking losses in this arc, I personally would have felt like that's unrealistic. Like we did lose a lot of like minor characters. Like a lot of the prisoners got sucked up into the poison while they were trying to get out. That's fair, you know. But we didn't lose many main characters, many powerful characters. So when Bonkure is taken out like this, in a sacrificial fashion, it adds to the complexity for me. Like it's even though again, like whenever I talk about realism in anime, I'm not really talking about like, oh, it's very comparable to reality, but it's like me immersing myself into this universe and thinking you're gonna go through all this shit and nobody died. Like that does not seem realistic. Like in Bonkure being a sacrificial death adds to the show, honestly, in my opinion. And it's unfortunate. Like you guys saw my reaction. I fucking hate the fact that he's gone. But when that heavy of a price is paid, I think it goes a long way to show that hey, none of you motherfuckers are safe, and that makes for a more enticing show, a more interesting show. Because if everybody gets to live at the end of the day, like, what the fuck was the point of all this fucking drama? You know, like. I don't know. That's just my opinion on like character deaths and shit like that. So it's unfortunate, and Bonkure was a fucking icon, if you will, a fucking cool character. But had he not died, if he fucking comes back, bro, I'm kind of gonna be upset because then it's like all this fucking emotional turmoil that we just experienced was for nothing, you know? Like so. I think Jinbei is also another MVP because had he not been there, this would have been impossible. Who else? Crocodile, I had bigger expectations for him. He kind of didn't really play much of a role. I expected him being a Logia type user to go up against Magellan or something like that, but he just didn't. He did kick ass. He's cool, you know. He's fucking cool, calm, collected. We love it, but he kind of didn't do much. He kind of just like got the fuck out of there, and you know, we're yet to see what because I think Marineford and with all these characters that we got on board this ship and the moment they arrive, we're gonna get to see a lot of crazy fights, I imagine. And I imagine Crocodile is gonna be a part of that. So yeah, I think I've talked for way too longer than I should have, and so here we are in this weird ending. I don't really like endings because I don't know, there's some like melodrama attached to it, but yeah. We're here at the end of the Impel Down arc, and that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.